There's no way to describe seeing that little creature that's been growing inside you for so long. You have had such a connection built, and then when my doctor said, "Look down, here's your baby," and she pulled her up and her face was just scrunched up and red and she was screaming. And it was beautiful. It was amazing. I could never forget that image, ever.
And remember what our childbirth educator told us? She said, if for some reason the mom can't be there, the dad can. So I said, go to her. And as they took her from me, I said, go to her. And he walked up and the doctor said, "Sir, I need you to step back." And that was the moment that the fire was lit in me. That I would never again trust someone else with my child, that I was the mama bear. The first time I saw Abby when she was born was the single most glorious moment of my whole life. I saw God. I was not on earth, I was in another realm. It was the most beautiful, magical, wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. And it's all possible because I had a birth team with me that I trusted completely. And none of the things that happened the first time happened the second time.
My name is Anna Bender, and I am a chiropractor in the Richmond area, and I specialize or focus on prenatal and pediatric chiropractic. By having a resource center or having a place to be able to send patients that they can get more information and healthy information, information that's not loaded with pharmaceuticals or not loaded with research from pharmaceuticals, or not fear-based information, but actual education would be an amazing tool for myself as a practitioner, because it would take a lot of the burden off of me to be able to say, you know what, this is a really great place to go. You can trust these people, they are wonderful, and they will help guide you in the right direction.
I'm an obstetrics and gynecology physician. I work at Virginia Commonwealth University Medical Center, where I'm an associate professor and director of the generalist division. Even in the best of situations where babies are healthy and moms are healthy, there are still so many obstacles that one has to overcome. And having a great foundation of a go-to place with information and consultative services and products and mentorship can be just so helpful and so important in developing and growing healthy families.
Though I personally never was a participant in the OmMama classes that she was offering, I was always the person who was asking, pushing, encouraging the women to go to the OmMama classes and to be with Leslie, because I used to say to people, you're seeing the midwife, and now I want you to see the midwife of yoga, because she was so involved, engaging with the women of the community and helped them become a community that I saw the end results of. They would come to yoga classes and they'd think, well, I'm just here to do yoga. And then they would learn about themselves. They would learn about their bodies. They would learn about birth.
I think it was beginning of my second trimester, I started having some back pain, like you do when you're pregnant. And I was looking for a natural way to alleviate some of the pain and get some exercise, and I found OmMama on the internet. During the class, I came into it with the mindset that I was going to have a normal, quote unquote, normal, or I guess what's more popular, the hospital birth. Didn't really have much of a plan. We started talking about what it means to have a natural birth and what certain interventions do during the process of labor. And it really made me think. I hadn't really considered having a natural birth. I was really just in the class to have some support physically and to alleviate some of the pregnancy symptoms. And so really during my pregnancy, the classes helped to give me that first point of education about what it means to have a natural birth.
I want to see our moms be more supported than they have been. I love Richmond. I love Richmond so much, but we are behind the times in this, and we need to reach out and hold each other's hands. You know, with all of this stuff that's just happened here, we really need to hold together, hold strong, and we need to support each other so that we don't continue with intervention. And I don't have to hear moms come in my office and cry because this happened and that happened. You know, I don't like to see that, and I don't want it to happen to me. And you know, I really think that I feel like we're on the rising tide, is what I feel like, that we are at a place where the energy is swirling, the energy is coming together, and it's gonna happen. You know, we are gonna have this support for each other, and I'm so excited that we have people that are motivated behind this, and I am, you know, right there with you, and I'm really excited for the future and for my children and my children's children, so that they can experience even better health care and even better health outcomes than what we have experienced in previous generations and in this generation.